Good evening, everybody. This is the remake of part 1 in the Wellness Through the 4 Elements series that I'm doing on Facebook Lives for the next several days. So this evening, i.e. last night, we talked in general a bit about the COVID-19 virus and some points that I just wanted to bring up about that. As we all know, things are changing rapidly, day by day, sometimes hour by hour. So please pay attention to notifications and updates from your local health authority to get instructions on quarantining and actions to take or not take and so on. That being said, do yourself a really great service by not focusing on the news, and don't be ingesting all of that story of the politics and so on and so on. Get the facts that you need to stay safe and to keep your family safe and well during this time, and leave it at that. We as humans do not like the unknown. And, excuse me, therefore, that sense of not knowing what's next, what's tomorrow going to bring, what's going to happen, can really raise our stress levels. And lowering our stress, which is why I wanted to come on to these Facebook Lives and give you some tips and some practices and tools to utilize to help reduce your stress, boost your immune system so that you can go through this time as strongly as possible, not only physically, but also mentally. So first off, I want to do the necessary disclaimers and tell you who I am and who I am not. I am Heather Michet, creatress of Iris Healing Arts and also Purple Crow Sings. I'm a registered aromatherapist and Reiki master, utilizing the 4 elements to promote wellness and vibrant health for my clients. That being said, who I am not is an epidemiologist. I am not an MD, and nor am I a microbiologist. So there are all those necessaries. First point I want to make, pandemic. What the heck is a pandemic? We are led to believe, and one person pointed this out crazily the other day, that right in pandemic is panic. Well, it doesn't have to be. And pandemic is actually referring to the breadth and spread of this particular virus, the COVID-19. Yes, it is a coronavirus. It is part of this family called coronaviruses. This is a new strain, which is why it's got people, health authorities and doctors, CDC and everything really upended, because it's a brand new deal. So we don't have all those things in place like a vaccine, adequate testing and so on. That's starting to roll and get out there. So pandemic, as I said, refers to the breadth geographically over which this particular virus strain extends and where it's showing up. And pan, being one way to refer to the earth, is it's worldwide. There are cases on every continent, and the breadth is huge. So that's pandemic. Very different than epidemic. And the Ebola virus, for example, that was very concentrated in a smaller geographical region. All right. Let's talk about stress. How does our body reply and respond to stress? Well, we have different types of immune systems, or what our dominant stress response is. I'm a mega natural science nerd. I won't get into too much of that right now as far as the details, but we respond to stress. Certainly we have the fight or flight mechanism that kicks in. And then we have all of this rush of hormones, which originally, way back when we were early humans, was about generating the chemical juice in our systems to get us out of the way of the saber-toothed tiger that was chasing us. Well, what happens now in our society is our bodies are in constant fight or flight, constant stress response. We never come down off of that physical and endocrine stress response unless there is some activity that you do that brings down that stress level and calms, whether it's meditation or yoga or hiking, being active, what have you. So one of my favorite books is Why Zebras Don't Get Ulcers. It's a brilliant book. And the author points out, as I was referring to just a moment ago, back in the day when our systems were designed, it was meant to do this immediate rush of adrenaline and other hormones to help us survive. And then, okay, great. I don't see the saber-toothed tiger anywhere around. I don't see the mammoth. Okay, I don't see the not so neighborly tribe around me. Life is good again. We would come down off of that stress response. We no longer do that. So, a little bit of background there. One of the things that happens with our stress response internally in our body is that our vitamin C stores absolutely tank, as in they don't just reduce, they tank to nothing when we're under severe stress or extended stress. And you often will hear how, yes, vitamin C is a huge component and contributor to our immune health and staying strong. Here's the catch, and that is true. The catch is we can't casually say, well, yeah, I've been kind of stressed. I'll pop another vitamin C tablet at 500 milligrams, and yeah, that'll do the trick. No, not going to do the trick. The truth is we have to jumpstart it with almost an infusion, almost an injection of some heavy, heavy dosing. Now, vitamin C is water soluble. It's safe to mega dose because whatever you don't need, your body's just going to pee it out. So no fear of toxicity levels on that. The protocol that I like to use is one suggested by one of the original nutrition for health pioneers in the 50s, one of my dad's heroines, is Adele Davis. And her protocol for this in raising our vitamin C levels is 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C per hour. Yeah, 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C per hour to bowel tolerance. Bowel tolerance, you probably know, typically when you get too much vitamin C and your body goes, okay, I've had enough, I'm good, all right, I'm getting my levels boosted, it typically responds with diarrhea. So that's often what bowel tolerance refers to. With that 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C per hour, and this, I need to say, is really great when you're feeling like edgy, as in physically edgy. You're thinking like, oh man, I'm kind of run down. I'm not feeling that great. I had too many late nights last week. I've been working really hard. And your body's like, yeah, we could kind of go either way here. That's what I mean by edgy. In that tomorrow morning, I could wake up feeling great, good, fine. Or I could wake up, boom, I'm sick. Even after you get that start of a cold or flu or what have you, start this protocol and then let your body talk to you and tell you when it's time to back off on the vitamin C. The other practice to do when you do this mega dosing of vitamin C, at the same time, drink 16 ounces of great pure filtered water. We're going to talk about that tomorrow night, which is Tuesday. Actually, it's tonight. And we're focusing on the water element. Drink those 16 ounces of water with the mega dosing on vitamin C. What the water does, A, is it returns you to proper hydration. B, it also helps flush out what is trying to take a hold in your system. The body needs water first and foremost immediately after air. You're not breathing? Yeah, we're pretty much dead. Number two, right there on its heels, and it's really in the same place, is our bodies absolutely need clean, fresh water. So do those 16 ounces of water along with the mega dosing on C. It's really helpful. Certainly you can and are well advised to keep up with your supplements, whether it's multivitamin, whatever other herbal supplements or nutritional supplements you take. Keep going on those and be diligent about it. Body gets used to having those nutrients and micronutrients. So there is the first really important step in helping your body and system recover for that. Okay, I've been stressed and now we're kind of going in the not so healthy place. Certainly wash your hands. We're hearing that. Wash your hands for 20 minutes. Sing your favorite song. Sing happy birthday to your favorite person. I'm sorry, 20 minutes. 20 seconds. Sing the happy birthday song. Sing whatever, do whatever. Wash your hand while washing your hands for 20 seconds. Key piece. Everybody's going crazy about, oh my God, there's no antibacterial hand sanitizer and there's none of this and there's no antibacterial disinfecting wipes. Okay, time out. The only time that you should be using antibacterial anything is when you do not have access to washing your hands in warm or hot soapy water. Bar soap. It's sitting on the shelves. Best defense, bar soap, water, 20-second wash. Do it frequently as they're suggesting and follow all the steps. I don't need to reiterate them here. Just follow the steps that your health authority and CDC and so on are suggesting to stay as non-susceptible to the virus as possible and any other viruses. The influenza virus that's comes around every year in different strains. So why do I say stay away from the antibacterial? Because look at the word antibacterial. Okay, sure, we don't want the nasty bacteria in our systems, on our systems, but our body is covered in and has within it beneficial and good bacteria that we do not want to kill off. That is part of our immune system. So antibacterial anything, just like antibiotic, they don't judge between, oh, there's a good guy, we'll leave him, but we'll go after and kill this nasty bacteria. It doesn't work that way. It kills everything. So this is why please do not use antibacterial soaps, hand sanitizers, etc., unless you are out and away from a place that you can wash your hands with hot soapy water for 20 seconds. Okay. That also pertains certainly to the great bacteria in our gut. Keeping that gut bacteria happy, healthy, and in large quantities. Very, very important. Another opportunity for us here, and this is a good time that we can start adopting some practices, new practices, to help promote our wellness and maintain our wellness. And that is, several cultures do this just as part of how they live their lives and maintain greater health in some respects. And that is to have a shoeless house. And what that means is any shoes that walk outside the front door, side door, garage door, whatever, any shoe that is worn out in the world, do not bring it in contact with your home floors. So, great time. Lots of people are quarantined, doing self-quarantine and so on. Great time to do a deep clean of the house, clean those floors, and begin your no shoes practice in the home. Why is this? Think about it. Those shoes are on sidewalks, they're on roadways. You've got spit. Hello. Could be COVID-19 in there. All kinds of junk. This is on the physical realm of this good practice of why it's a really good idea. And on a more energetic, spiritual, mental level, you could say, I maintain a shoeless home because I view and make every effort to maintain my home as a sanctuary and a refuge away from outside of the out there world, as I call it. So by symbolically and physically leaving your shoes at the door or putting them in the closet, or, wherever you have a shoe box that you can put them at by your door, it's also saying, I am leaving all that as much as I can. I'm leaving that at the door. And you want your people who come in to visit you and so on, you don't want all their stuff coming in. Having that act is really potent. I highly recommend it. So consider that as a way. Another point I'll make about that is when President Obama back in 2009 put together and tasked the President's Cancer Panel, made up of doctors and experts in oncology and general health and so on, of their top recommendations, in the top 4, and their task was to come up with what are the steps that virtually every American can take to reduce their possible contracting of cancer. In the top 4 steps was, do not wear your street shoes in the house. So there you have it. Monday, i.e. last night, and being the first in the series, we were focusing too on the air element. Most importantly, during this quarantine, social isolation time, get outside. Go wild. Get wild. Go hiking. Go walking. Get on your bike and ride. You can do this with social distance. You can do it by yourself. You can do it with your dog or neighbor's dog, what have you. But get outside. Get that air. Get your feet on the mother. Get your head drawing in that energy from Father Sky, your feet on Mother Earth. As women, we draw our energy from the earth. Men draw their energy from the sky. So get out and get that beautiful spiral of the energy dance going in your body. Get some sunshine on your face, certainly breathing the fresh air. Critical. Move your body. Maybe you've seen this really funny post of some Italians. There's a guy, it's like he's lying belly down on what I would guess is a skateboard. He's got all of his swimming gear on. He's got his goggles on. He's got his swim cap. He's in his little Speedo. And he's moving on his skateboard through the house and moving his arms as if he's swimming. Also, like he goes in another pass and is riding on his tricycle through the house, kid's tricycle, whatever. But important, get those endorphins going by getting outside and moving your body. Another key tip on the air element is open up your home. Great practice that I love to do is try to do it at least once a week, or when I remember, and when it's not like -10 outside or something. We don't have that severity of cold here that often, but open up doors and windows in your home. Make sure that there's open on each side and crosswise and so on, so you get a really good airflow. If you have ceiling fans, turn them on. I love doing this first thing in the morning to get that really beautiful, fresh morning air in. It's so yummy. Yeah, it's going to be cold for, a bit. So leave them open for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. My cats always freak out when I do this during wintertime because, oh my gosh, we're freezing. And then once you've had your time, close everything up. You've brought in some nice, fresh, clean energy. You're also moving out that stressy, anxiety-filled during these times energy and bringing clear, fresh air in. Close it back up, turn up your heater, you're good to go. I think that's about it for now. Stay tuned for the Facebook Lives on the additional elements. Tuesday is March 17th. Happy St. Patty's Day. See, I've got my green back here in my one iris, actually in, all three of my iris pieces. I love this one right here that I'm pointing to. My grandmother did that. It's so precious to me. So Tuesday, St. Patty's Day is water element. Wednesday, we'll be talking about the earth element and plant power, which will also include food. Yes. Thursday is fire. We'll be talking about energetics and Reiki and little mind stuff. Friday is fun and games. Saturday is community. And Sunday is about sustainable tips that we can be doing during this time to take good care of ourselves, our homes, our families, and also Mother Earth. Take good care. Oh, and I do want to include one thing that I put in last night's live, and that is the importance of singing. Air element. Sing. Not about having perfect pitch, not about being on key, in tune with the rhythm and so on. Just sing. Get that frequency moving through your body. It's the most powerful thing that we can do. Singing together is great. And my friend Jonathan Bird has a great song that you can find on YouTube and get this specific version, which is live at Shrewsbury. It's a festival. Jonathan Bird, that's B-Y-R-D. I put a link in the Facebook Live on my Facebook page, Heather Michet, last night to that particular song. Listen to it. He has a great monologue in there about the importance of frequency and vibration, that everything is vibration, and the resonance and energetics of singing. So great. Filling ourselves with air, releasing the old stale oxygen, and bringing that frequency into our bodies for greater health and for healing. Thanks for watching. You can learn more about this work that I do at irishealingarts.com. You could also, you may be watching this on YouTube. Would love for you to like any or all of my videos and subscribe to my channel. That would be a great help. Cheers and stay well.